How's it going, everybody? It's Mystical here. It's been a while since I did a commentary. There's been a lot of new subscribers too, so I want to say hello to you guys as well. If this is the first time you've seen one of my rare commentaries, I don't do them really very often. For those that have been on my channel for a while, pretty much know this, but yeah, I do kind of a channel update every now and then, or when I have a relevant thing to talk about, I'll do a commentary, but for the most part, the channel's always just been just about the raw gameplay. And speaking of gameplay, in the background of this commentary, just be a bunch of random footage from various games that I have, you know, that weren't really worth uploading the whole match, so, you know, just put them together as a compilation. That's usually what I do now that I have so much content. It's kind of the B-roll footage, if you say. Anyways, so yeah, if you didn't notice by the thumbnail and description of this video, basically the channel has now made it to a total of over 1 million views, which is pretty crazy, considering I you know, consider this channel just very small. But people are still subscribing and the viewer count's going up, and I think the analytics from several years ago said it would take like 10 years or more to get to 1 million views, but I think it cut at that in like more than half or something. It's getting faster every month. It's still very, very slow compared to you know, larger channels, obviously, but I don't really compare myself and don't ever have any plans that it would get that big, especially with the content I do. It's kind of a niche community type thing, you know. It's not I wouldn't say entertaining's not necessarily the right word. It's more of a fun channel, you know, just the gameplay in the games, really. I don't do a ton of talking either, so it's whatever. But yeah, it's pretty crazy that the channel has now got over 1 million views and like 2,500 subscribers or something at this point, so it's pretty awesome. Definitely want to say thanks to everybody that's been watching, or if you just started, welcome aboard. It's been pretty interesting over the years since I started the channel. I think I've been part of YouTube since 2008, because I do actually have an older account. I quit uploading on that one a long time ago, but then I made this one in 2011 and whatnot. So it's been 6 years on this one. So it's steadily, you know, picked up and gotten faster and faster, so it's been pretty cool to see it grow and, you know, keeping up the gameplay. But yeah, speaking of gameplay, one of the newest multiplayer additions that I've added has been Mass Effect 3, and I've been meaning to do, or Mass Effect Andromeda, I mean, but I've been meaning to do another commentary on Mass Effect 3, actually. Hopefully I can get around to that eventually. But, I've been enjoying the new game. The multiplayer's fun. It's basically the same thing as 3, you know, just improved, so it's been a lot of fun. But you guys will be seeing a lot of that gameplay in the future for sure. But yeah, the other topic I wanted to go over is, if you guys watch a lot of YouTube, you probably noticed that things on YouTube have not been going so well, I suppose. Or in terms of, I guess there's been lots of problems with, just like the whole political thing on YouTube going on, and like big YouTubers are losing money because apparently advertisers are like pulling out or something, and everybody's getting worried about you know, YouTube falling apart and wanting to move to another platform, which I don't blame people for sure. It's definitely not worried me as much. For those that don't know, or you already know if you've been around, I don't make any money off YouTube. Never monetized a video, never took a sponsor. I think I've declined all those emails I ever got about joining some partner thing, because my channel's so small I wouldn't make any money anyways. But so it doesn't really bother me as much in terms of ad you know, revenue people pulling out. But I mean, I'm still part of the community. I've been here for a long time. Even so, I could still get affected by, you know, the community declining, you know, less people here. Also, policy changes that could affect me. There have been things in the past that did affect me, especially even with gameplay, me being a gamer, you know, gaming focused channel. I've had to deal with a lot of stupid copyright issues, like one of the most well-known ones are the Star Wars games, freaking Star Wars Battlefront and Jedi Outcast, because they have like original trilogy music. Sony somehow copyright strikes and, you know, mutes the audio. It's ridiculous. And so it's like, I've had to deal with that crap. It's like it's in the game and yet I'm still getting punished for it. And, you know, not able to upload that type of gameplay, which is really dumb. And the only other way I can do it is just mute certain parts. It's ridiculous what you have to do. But yeah, it seems that YouTube over the years sadly has become more and more corporate. Especially I noticed right away near the beginning when channels could no longer, like I've been here for a long time. This was like when 720p widescreen wasn't even a thing for every video, you know, it was like 4:3 ratio. But I mean, back in the day, you could customize your channel to any color you want. It didn't have to be this terrible white. I hate white websites, by the way. I like dark themes way better. But they took away features like that because they wanted to look more professional / corporate. And you know, over the years, the copyright crap has been more and more ridiculous. People, I mean, you've been having to battle over all sorts of stupid stuff. They took away the star system, so now it's these dumb likes and dislikes, and freaking trolls just go on and dislike every video. You know, it's just absolutely stupid. But I think the camel on the straw's back is gonna break here real soon, and it could affect me because I mean, if YouTube's not able to keep the money going, you know, they might, you know, put a limit on uploads. And if you guys have seen, I have thousands and thousands of multiplayer matches. That's kind of what my channel is about, is just offering that type of content daily. They could put a limit on my channel. I could not upload anymore, you know, or like an upload limit or something, you know, because they can't handle all that amount anymore. You know, you never know what could happen. So it's definitely something I've been keeping an eye on, because I could very well be affected by it, just as much as other people who make money off of YouTube can and have been. So, you know, I'm hoping it doesn't get to that, but, you know, it could. But, you know, I try to keep you guys informed if it gets to that point and there's some trouble and I'm not able to be on this platform anymore because they shut me out. But, you know, they're trying to get all the mainstream media. There's that YouTube TV, so, you know, it feels like they're trying to shut out all the people who made YouTube what it is. You know, a fun community, and it's all now about big corporations taking over, and, you know, I don't even want to get into, like, all the political crap, because that's not even what my channel's about. But when I mean political, just, you know, the stupid crap that YouTube and corporations do to undermine the YouTubers, you know. All these gates they try and put in front of you, and somehow they're not applicable to the same crap, you know. People want to talk about controversial things, and they're not allowed to, and they get demonetized, yet some mainstream, like NBC, has a channel and they can talk about the same crap and not have to worry about it, you know. It's totally biased. And that same stuff, you know, they could shut out people who do gaming and stuff because it's not mainstream, and they want to go the way of cable / TV crap, and we could all get pushed out, you know. It's already hard enough for new people to get started, but the place is definitely becoming more and more unfriendly. And if they make all the big people leave, then there may not be many left, and this place could go down real quick. And speaking of that, basically several months ago, because, you know, there are alternative viewer, or, you know, YouTube, or, you know, places, video places, except they aren't nearly as big. But one that's been growing has been called vid.me, and I actually joined that several months ago. I created an account, so I'm kind of in the way, you know, buy stock. You know, I've been buying stock in terms of preparing for moving to another channel. You know, I would hate to have to start over, but I've been viewing videos on VidMe, and I have an account. I haven't made any videos yet. I would definitely tell you guys if I did migrate. But But they have a lot of cool features there, and the community is small, but it's growing. And it reminds me back to the good old days of when YouTube first started, or Justin.tv before it turned into corporate Twitch, which Twitch is not anywhere near as bad as YouTube, but I already have a video on why I left doing streaming. They have their own problems, but man, Justin TV was so great because it was a small community. Everybody was friendly. There's not a bunch of dumb trolls and crap and hateful people on the place, you know. And that's kind of like what vid.me is right now. Everyone's really chill and cool, and that's really why I started YouTube, is to upload my gameplay, for those that know, so me and my small group of friends that I game with can watch the videos from my perspective, basically. That's literally the reason why I even bother to continue, is because it's just fun to upload gameplay, and I can show my friends stuff. But, you know, more power to all the other people that have joined and watched, and I think it's awesome that the channel's growing. But like I said, I don't make money out of this. It's just for the fun of it. And I'm not saying people that do make money out of videos are doing something wrong. That's cool. But, you know, when YouTube first started, it wasn't about money. And right now, vid.me is, there's no money. There's donations, which is really awesome. And I think they'll do some monetization in the future. But it's not really the core of what the place is about. And I think that's great. So it's got me excited. I'm tempted to maybe start putting a couple videos up and see how it goes, because I have seen a lot of people saying all they need is the gamers to move over and things will be good. I'm like, man, I could have a good potential to really grow there and have a good community. And I'm not saying the people that are subscribed to me are toxic or mean, but there have been a couple people that, you know, take this channel way too serious, and man, they've been super annoying. I've even had someone in this last week on my single player channel. For those that don't know, I have a single player channel. If you go to my banner on this channel, there's a link to it. But I have like Dark Souls gameplay, and some guy I think currently is like disliking all the videos and complaining that I didn't title them correctly, and like I'm terrible at the game, and using all these stupid name calling things. Like, I just ignore people like that. But it's just, man, people are so toxic on this in this community sometimes. It's ridiculous. And it's like smaller places like vid.me don't have that. But yeah, YouTube is becoming too big for itself, where it's becoming too corporate more than it already has. It's getting, you know, lots of toxic users, and there's issues with the system, you know, weird bugs. I've been plagued by some of them in the past. It's, you know, it's just getting to that point where it's actually getting tiresome. But I'm not saying I'm leaving or will stop uploading. I don't really have any plans to stop doing what I'm doing, but you know, things could change. You never know. So I kind of want to let you guys know, if you haven't been aware of what YouTube's been doing. But you can totally search, you know, YouTube itself and look up this stuff, and you'll see for yourself, like, what's been going on. But yeah, it could be another one of those issues where everyone's freaking out and, oh, okay, it's not so bad, everything's going back to normal, YouTube's fixing it, or, you know, it could finally collapse. But I'm seriously considering, you know, vid.me as an alternative for sure. I highly recommend, if you're a viewer, to go and check it out. I think it's a cool place, you know. And it's definitely, I've always been open to alternative. That's one of the great things about not doing this as a job, is I can be extremely flexible. The only real thing holding me back is the fact I have, like, I don't even know how many videos, like 12K or something. I have a lot of videos, so, you know, having to start over, I don't even know logistically how I would do that, if I would even start with the ones I had, because I like having the older games, obviously. So I wouldn't want to just start with 2017 games and stuff, but I don't know, I'd have to plan, like, how would I upload all the old stuff, because people still like that Master Chief Collection and all that. That's something that I would definitely want to have back on the channel for sure, as an example. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to mention in this channel update. Didn't want to make it too long. Everything else, you know, for the next few months should be kind of run-of-the-mill, and something disastrous happens on YouTube. But for those that like the Halo gameplay, it'll still be coming, and lots of Mass Effect multiplayer for sure. And as I mentioned in my last video about the Black Ops 3 gameplay coming, oh man, I've been playing that daily like I said and doing the weekly and daily challenges. I have so much gameplay still, so... And there's some really great matches in there too, just racking up the kill count. But anyways, I'll see you guys around. Thanks for stopping by, and the gameplay will be coming in the future as always. See you around. Later.